2 years ago, I moved into this place right here. This is the garage. My place is actually, which may not seem like it, my actual living space is down the like little street here. The garage is a few doors down. First moved into this place right here, all I cared about was a garage. Dude, I didn't care if I lived in a little shack or a little bedroom. I don't really care. I just wanted the 2-car garage space. And this has been more than ample for the last 2 years, but had to move out due to some complications at home, which we'll get into very, very soon. But for today, I'm gonna finish out a couple more things here in the garage. The entire inside of the condo is pretty much all moved out, and over at the new place, I've been busting my butt trying to get that place all dialed in. Kitchen, living room, the bedrooms and stuff like that. So we'll do a little tour here in a minute as well and show you guys the fitment of the truck in the garage, which is a rather curious thing. So first, move a couple things over. My generator, my shop vac, a couple boxes right here, and these shelves. Give you guys a house tour. And I think we might be hitting Home Depot later on too, because lights in the kitchen, in the hallway, the dining room area, stuff like that, all need to be replaced because it's all like that 5K bright white type light. Get some new lights. Throw those guys in there, pack up the truck with a few more things, and get right to it and head down to the new house. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new crib. Now, first off, pick the tree. That was the very first thing we had to do was throw the tree up. I mean, come on now, it's Christmas time coming up here pretty soon.
We gotta get some
Show me ornaments.
trailers.
Yep. So all these ornaments you're seeing right here are Cindy's doings. She had to run to Target and go crazy on the ornaments. Also over here, you see, you went kind of crazy on the counter decorations too.
I gotta show them the dog, sorry. That's my proud, I'm so proud of that ornament.
This is Cindy's decorations right here too. The pine cones right there on the dining table. A little welcome to North Pole sign right here as well. So yeah, welcome to the kitchen. Now, what I mentioned earlier about the lighting, you guys can see right here, is the lights here in the living room, the dining room, those are nice warm lights, right? But then up here we have these like super white, just piercing white, like kind of bluish type light. They're called a daylight. It's a 5K temperature. I threw 3K in the dining room and living room. That's a nice warm type look. So we're gonna run to Home Depot. I'm gonna pull one of these out from the bar and then one out from the kitchen to get the right size. Head down to Home Depot and grab some new ones that are warmer. Same with the hall lights too. Cruise on back to the bedrooms. It's a 2-bedroom. There's a bedroom right here, a bathroom right there, laundromat. And here is the master bedroom right here. As you guys can see, I'm still sleeping on the floor on the mattress. Bed frame is soon to come. Bathroom right there, mirrors and some blackout shades. Dude, these right here. If you guys don't have blackout shades, I highly recommend you get yourself some blackout shades because it's like sleeping in a hotel, dude. I sleep in good with the blackout shades right there, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, cruise on back to the living room, and yeah, as you guys can see, the lighting is terrible. I mean, it's a good bright light. It's just the color tone is just not really like for me. I prefer like a warmer type look like this right here, the tree, the lamp right there, and the dining table lights right there. So let's go ahead and pull off one of these lights here from the bar, the smaller ones, and then one of the bigger ones from the kitchen, and then the hall light as well, which is probably the same size as the kitchen actually. So I'll grab one of those, and then we'll head down to the Home Depot and pick up some replacements in a 3K. Tomorrow, by the way, we'll do the garage tour. It's a little bit late in the day now because the sun's completely down. Sun be setting at like 4 o'clock nowadays. It's pretty brutal. So tomorrow we'll tour the garage, and in the meantime, head to Home Depot, grab some lights, and tomorrow get to touring the garage. Let's do it. Alright guys, here is the new garage. That may seem very similar to the last garage. However, we do have some storage right here, storage up there, and some overhead storage as well, which is super sick. But yeah, this right here is what we're working with as far as parking the truck goes. Now it's a little bit tight as far as the clearance from front to back goes, but it does fit, so we're good. But you also may notice how the garage door opening here, when I come in, I have to kind of come in at an angle in order to clear into this pocket right here, because this storage right here does come over the garage more than halfway over this side. So in order to get the truck to fit into this area right here, I have to back it in at an angle, and then when I'm far enough, then start to crank it in order to clear the garage door opening. It does clear just fine on the top there, but yeah, it's a little bit snug from front to back. So we'll pull it inside in a minute here and show you guys how it's done. But first, I have some things in the bed of the truck to unload and throw up on the overhead storage, as well as the generator right there. And then we'll pull it inside and show you how it's done. I might take a few times to perfect, but yeah, we have clearance here in the front, barely, and then come on back to the rear and check this out. So with that D-hook on the back here, on the receiver hitch, here, clear up. We don't have a lot of clearance, but we clear though, so we're good. I might remove that though, just to give us a few more inches, but we're in, so we're good. Now I know some of you guys are doubting me. I know I can see it, but I can promise you this does fit. I'll prove it right now. Let's close the garage up and let me show you guys. It's close. But just like that, look at that. Clearance. Told you. So with the garage door closed, as you guys can see, as I was about to mention how bad the lighting is in here, this is all the lighting we have to work with in the meantime. So garage lighting upgrade soon to come. If this thing would turn on, that'd be awesome. No? Yes, no. We're gonna upgrade the garage lighting very, very soon, because in the meantime, all we have to work with are the lights fixed here onto the garage door motor and that light bulb there on the wall on the other side of my truck. We're almost done with the entire move, which has been a very long week, getting everything moved over from the old condo to the new condo, and from the old garage to the new garage here, which that part's been pretty easy considering all the new storage we have to work with here in the new garage, which is pretty awesome right there. But anyways, I feel like we should maybe also talk about why I had to move in the first place, because it came pretty unplanned. It sort of just kind of came about in the last couple of months, why I had to move. So let's talk about it. All right, so the reason why I had to move from that place I just moved from way before I planned on ever moving from there. I planned to be there for a while, but it just didn't work out because of basically just some roommate drama, essentially. We lived together for about 2 years, and for the first year and a half, I just kind of dealt with these certain things that I feel like were kind of annoying, but it also may just come with the territory of having a roommate. I've never had a roommate before this, and maybe this is why people don't talk highly of having roommates. But coming up on our second lease renewal, there was a few things I wanted to address before going into being forced to live with each other for another year. Things like noise, the constant mess, and the dishes not being done for a week at a time. These are all very standard things that people should do when they live with other people. At least I would think so, with the common sense that I have. But when I asked him very nicely and very gently, because I know some people are kind of sensitive nowadays, and I was like, hey dude, do you mind, could you please not leave dishes in the sink for 9 days at a time? I'd really appreciate it. It's getting very unsanitary. And every one of those few things that I asked him to do a bit differently, I got nothing but static back on, and literally said that, well, this is my house too, and I can do what I want. And I was like, oh, from that point forward, it got even worse. So this is when things got absolutely miserable, because up until that point, yeah, they were annoying, all the noise and just in general being super loud, 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning. There was no structure at all, or no boundaries, right? After asking him to do those couple of things differently, he started doing all those things way more often and way worse, leaving dishes in the sink for like 2 weeks at a time, making more noise, playing loud music now at 5 in the morning. Everything was super intentional, and it just got absolutely miserable to live there. So I had to move, and all is well because I found this spot right here, which I think was a blessing in disguise. Everything happens for a reason, because now this is actually my very first place all to myself, which is super cool. I always wanted sort of my own, like, at least garage space. That's why moving into the place I just moved from was really cool, having that larger garage space, because when I first started my channel back in 2018, I bought that 2018 GMC Canyon All-Terrain X, and I just moved into a studio that came with a carport, and the only storage I had there was this little like carport storage thing, which was, you know, people could break into it if they wanted to, so I wasn't trying to keep anything too crazy in there. But from there, that point forward, I ended up getting the 2019 Silverado, and I also, around that time, also got a one-bedroom apartment that came with a one-car garage. It was a safer place to keep my tools, but it was a very narrow workspace, which means I still had to go and find either an empty parking lot to do videos in, or borrow a friend's garage space or something like that. So if you guys are OGs, you guys remember all these times right there. I know a lot of you guys do still watch the channel from then, which is super cool to see on the analytics. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for that. Super cool. But yeah, moving into the place I just moved from, that was cool moving in there because it was like my first sort of, even though I shared it, we shared half the garage. He was never really home. He worked all day and sometimes till late, and be gone on the weekend sometimes. So it kind of was all to myself. But yeah, it was, I mean, for the most part, we did share it. So it was cool having that space to put my tools, and a place that was big enough to park my truck and work on my truck at the same time. Going from that to this is even cooler, because now I have my own living space and my own 2-car garage, which is super cool right there. So I'm happy. It's a great setup, and I feel like everything ended up working out in the end. So if you guys have any crazy roommate stories, drop that in the comments below. That was my very first time having a roommate. We went into it like I didn't know like the questions to ask, or we had no house rules. It was kind of a free-for-all, so that's just, you know, the learning part of the process, I guess. But if you guys have any stories, drop that in the comments below. Moving forward, if I were to, you know, do this over again before moving in with somebody, I would probably know better now the right questions to ask. And the first one would be, did your parents ever spank you for that attitude problem you have growing up? But that's all I have for you guys for today. That was always, hope you guys enjoyed. Got a few more things to do here in the condo still before it is completely dialed, as well as the garage, and a few more trips to make down in the stores, but the tree's up, so we're good. And I'll see you guys on the next one very soon. Till then, peace out.